How's it going, everybody? This is Nick. This is our 26-foot Zinger CrossRoads travel trailer. We're gonna show you how to hook up, show you how to do everything, show you how everything works. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing you want to do, whenever you're moving the trailer, leveling it side to side, up and down, putting it on a trailer, these jacks have to go up. They are the first things to go up when you're putting the trailer on your truck, and they're the last things to go down. If these are down when you're moving the truck or when you're moving the trailer back and forth, it can break these and bend them. So before we hook up to the truck, we're gonna take all these and we're gonna raise them up. We're gonna do that on all four corners. All right, now that we have all four of our stabilizers up, we're gonna bring the front of the trailer up so that we can back the truck under. There's a light here, and then on the other side, this is where you're going to push it up and down. All right, now that we got the truck back up under it, we want to make sure that this lever is all the way unlocked. And we're going to put the trailer down on the hitch. Sometimes you might need to kick it over a little bit to one side or the other. Once you have all the weight on the ball, you need to lock this in place. So as you see right now, it won't lock in place, which means the trailer is actually too far back. So sometimes if you can't get it locked, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to bump the truck either forward a little bit or back a little bit so that this will be able to lock. All right, now that we pulled the truck forward just a little bit, we're gonna lock this all the way down in place. You're gonna put the pin through it to secure it, and we're now secured to the trailer. All right, now we want to hook everything up to it. So you're gonna take your power supply, you're gonna plug that in, make sure it's nice and tight. You're gonna take your two security chains, you're gonna hook those on. You also want to make sure that this is for the emergency brake system. This needs to be attached to it as well. All right, now we want to put the sway control bars in place. We're going to take the bar, we're going to put it up here in the hitch, put your pin in with a cotter pin. We will now want to get this on top of here. So if you can't get it, there's a tool to help you. If you still can't get under there enough, one trick is that you can use this to raise the back of the truck up a little bit. When it raises the back of the truck, it'll also raise this. So now that we can get under there, we're going to use this tool. Put it there. Get that in place. And now we're going to put the pin in. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, now that we have both of our sway control bars in place, now we're going to drop the trailer back down. We'll get all the weight onto the truck and make sure that this bar is all the way up. Now that we have the trailer all hooked up to the truck, we're going to take off the power. You want to make sure that you turn off the breaker before you unplug this. I already have the breaker turned off, so we're just going to unplug it. Last thing we need to do is we need to take off the wheel chocks. So you're going to use the tool that's in the toolbox to loosen it up and pull it out. Just make sure that you do not take these off until you are hooked up to the truck. All right, now you're all hooked up to the truck. Your stabilizers are up. Your wheel chocks are removed. Your power supply is disconnected. You're ready to get on the road. So you got to your campsite, you're ready to start unpacking everything, get everything settled. The first thing you want to do is you want to level the trailer side to side. Right here we have a leveler. We want the bubble to be right in the middle. If it's not, whatever side needs to go up, we have some red levelers. I'll show you how to get those going. All right, so we needed this side of the trailer to go up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these red levelers, we're going to put them underneath. You're going to have somebody drive the truck forward a little bit until it gets up to the right level. they're gonna hold that there. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these other blocks and you're gonna put it in the back side. What that's gonna do is it's now gonna stop the truck from rolling back. And now the trailer's level side to side. All right, now that we got the truck level side to side, we're gonna put these wheel chocks in. Just gonna slide them between the tires. And you're gonna crank it tight. Don't worry about over tightening it. You can put a good bit of pressure on it and lock it in tight. So now we're also gonna do the other side. When you're plugging into the power, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the breaker turned off, which I already do. So you want to take your surge protector, you're going to plug the surge protector in. You're going to plug the power cord into the surge protector. And then we're going to turn on the breaker. So now we're in our spot, we're ready to go. We need to take everything off the truck. So we're going to put the jack down. We're going to remove our pin, and now we're also going to remove these bars. Sometimes you need to push that in a little bit, remove the pins, and we're going to pull this out. Sometimes if it's not going to come out, if it has a lot of weight on it, what we're going to do is we're going to keep putting this down, and we're going to bring the back end of the trailer up, and that's going to help us take this off of the bar. While that's going, we can also unplug everything. Unplugging your power. Take off your emergency brake stop and your safety chains. Now that we're raising this up, it's getting pressure off of this. It'll come right out. Take your pin out, take the bar, and I like to keep the pins in here so we don't lose them. Now we have the bars off, but now we have too much pressure going up. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go back down to release the pressure off the trailer ball. Once we have that all the way down, we're gonna release the pin. You need to pull it all the way back, and that's what releases it from the ball. So now that we have that, we're gonna bring it back up to get the trailer to come off of the truck. Sometimes if it's sticking to it and it's not coming off, you might have to bump the truck forward or back to get it off of the hitch. Now that we have everything set up, we're ready to go. We have electric, we have everything stabilized. Here's your water connection. So you're gonna take the hose, you want to attach to here. You're gonna take it from here, you're gonna go to the water filter. You wanna put the water filter onto the pedestal of where you're getting the water from at the campsite. You wanna hook the hose to that, and then you're gonna go to here. Once you have the water turned on, it's automatically pressurized. So you don't need to turn on any pumps, you don't need to turn on anything. Once you have the water on, everything's good to go with the water in the trailer. Now that the trailer's off of the truck, you have it leveled side to side, front to back. Now you want to put the stabilizing jacks down. When you're putting these down, they're just to stabilize it. They're not to raise up any of the sides. You don't want to overdo it or else they'll break. So just do it until it's firm. Here's where your propane tanks are. You have two of them. Turn them on. You just open this flap here. Just like a regular household propane tank that you're going to use at home for your grill. What I recommend is I leave one closed and I open one. In case you run out, you know that you have a second one open. If you have both of them open, they're both going to drop at the same time. And if you run out, you're totally run out. So simple as that. All right, here's your control panel for everything. First thing you're going to do is this one's for your slider, this is for your awning. Make sure that you have nothing on the other side of the trailer that you're going to hit when you're putting the bump out. So as simple as in and out, you're going to put the slider out. It'll take a few seconds. You're going to start to hear a click. That'll let you know that it's totally out. It goes out on a little bit of an angle, so don't get worried. But when it's all the way out, you'll see that it's going to start to straighten itself back up. And you hear a couple clicks, which means it's all the way out. Again, on your control panel, here's where you're gonna see all the levels of everything. You have on here your black water and your gray water. Gray water 2 is nothing because it's as if you have a second gray water tank. Push the button and that's what you'll see the level is. So right now we are on E, on black water, and we're on E on the gray water. Something you want to keep an eye on to make sure that it's not going to overflow. Also on here is your hot water heater. There's an option to have your hot water either on gas or on electric. If you are plugged in, I suggest to have it on electric. So all you're going to do is you're going to flip it over to the electric. You want to make sure that all the water has been purged out. You want to turn one of the spigots on so that all your water is going through it. I do not like to leave that hot water heater on. If you're going to use it, turn it on, wait a little bit, let it heat back up. But when you're not using it, please turn it back off. A couple of things with the awning. So here's the awning to out and in. Quick couple things with it. First, insurance does not cover anything with the awning. If something happens with the awning, if it breaks, if something happens to it, whoever's renting it will be fully responsible for it. The other thing with it is the awning acts like a sail. So don't leave it open all the time. If you leave, make sure you shut it. At nighttime, make sure you shut it. If it gets windy, the wind can actually kind of create a sail out of it, and it will it'll break the rods on it. It will break everything that goes with it. So please make sure that when you're not sitting under it and it's not windy, you're fine to have it open, but if not, it needs to be closed. Other good thing about this front cabin, you can shut these doors. It can be a nice privacy. You can have your own little area when you're sleeping at night. Other good thing, if we pull this pin out here, we can turn this TV around so you can watch TV right from the bed. We pretty much have everything in here that you're going to need, all the creature comforts of your house. Up here we have your plates, we have bowls, cups, coffee cups, all of that sort. Over here we have silverware, pot holders and towels. We have knives, cutting boards, measuring cups, spoons, spatulas, tongs, everything you're going to need for cooking. Stove is ran totally off of gas, so all we're going to do is we're going to open it up, put the lid back. What you want to do is you want to set it to light and spark, and that'll turn it on. If when you are going to light it and you're trying to spark and it is not lighting, you want to turn it off, make sure that you don't have any gas leaks. So let it sit for a minute before you try to restart it. The refrigerator and freezer can both be ran off of gas and electric. So if you're getting ready to travel and you're packing everything up, you're getting ready to get on the road, we want to have this on gas because we want everything to stay cold. Super simple. All you're going to do is you're going to make sure this is on the coldest setting. There's two options here. On it you have it auto, which is your electric when you're plugged into electric, and gas. So all we're going to do is we're going to flip it over to gas. It's going to go on and you're going to see a yellow light. If the yellow light is flashing, that means that the gas did not take. So we need to turn it off. We need to reassess the propane situation, make sure the propane's full and turned on, and as long as that light is solid, you're good to go. When you get to your campsite and you're plugged in, we want to change it from your gas to electric. All you're going to do, once you're plugged in, flip it over to auto. You're going to be running on electric. We also have it stocked with pots and pans, toaster oven, coffee pot, everything you need. The thermostat is pretty much the same as the thermostat at your house. It has heat and it has AC. The AC runs off of electric. If you're going to run the heat, it has to be ran off of electric and propane. So for your air condition, all you're going to do is you're going to push it over to cool and put the fan on to on. And you're good to go. Set it just as you would at your house. Same thing with the heat. If you want the heat, you have to make sure that the propane is turned on, turn it to heat, have the fan on, and set it to the temperature that you'd like. All right, our nice bathroom. So the toilet, there's actually instructions underneath of it. When you push the foot pedal halfway down, and guys, yes, we are pet friendly. There she is. So anyways, when you push the foot pedal halfway down, it's going to put water into the tank. When you want to flush it, That's when you push your foot all the way to the ground, and that'll let everything go down into the holding tank. One more thing I want to tell you about the bathroom. So the bathtub is actually the lowest point for the gray water tank. So if you're looking in your bathtub and you see some gray water coming out, that means your gray water tank is full and you need to dump it. All right, both the couch and the dinette turn into a bed. For the couch, simple as lifting up on this, and that folds down right into a bed. For the kitchenette, you're gonna lift the table off, take out the legs. I like to fold these the cushions up. The table's going to sit down in the middle. You pull these cushions, lay the backrest flat. You've got another bed. All right, now for everybody's favorite part, the pump out. In the back bumper here is where you're going to have your pump out hose. Take the cap off. Pull the hose out. We're going to come under the trailer here. Under here for the pump out, there's a cap. You're going to remove the cap. You're going to hook up the pump out hose to it. And the other side of the hose is going to go into the pump out station. When you're pumping out, the first thing that you want to pump out is the black water. So to do that, you're going to pull this lever all the way down, and you're going to let all the black water drain out. Once all the water has drained out of the holding tank, you're going to shut that. You're going to come back up here. There's a flush kit. We're going to hook the hose up to here. We want to fill the tank back up halfway. Watch inside on the gauge panel to see when it's about halfway. Once this is filled up about halfway with fresh water, you're going to again come back down to here, open up the black water handle, and this is going to flush out all of the black water. Once that's done, we're going to close that back up, and then this is when you want to clean out the gray water. You want to clean out the black water first so that you're using the gray water to clean out the hose. So same thing, all you're going to do is you're going to pull the gray lever, let it all run out, and you're going to shut it. At no time you want both of these to be open at the same time. If they're open at the same time, it can go back and forth and it can contaminate the different sides. When you're all done, you're good to go. Disattach it, put the cap back on, and put the hose back into the back of the bumper. If you're at a campground that has a full hookup, here's your full hookup connection. This will thread and twist right into the campsite, and you can put your hose right up to it. When you're at a full hookup, you can have the gray water open all the time, and you can let the gray water flush out as you're taking a shower, but you don't want to always have the black water open because we always need a little bit of water in there to kind of keep everything loose. But that's how you hook up at a full hookup. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you have as much fun with our travel trailer as we do. Welcome to the camping family.